What's up, my good people? Man, look, I'm just gonna tell y'all like this. See, I know that I mean, I'm pretty damn sure I know that witchcraft has been put on me. I've had people put witchcraft on me, and you know, all this technology shit, yeah, okay. But I can tell you one thing: people are using witchcraft too. And you know what? See, my first ex. See, like I said, I ran into two narcissists, and the first one I was with, the first one that I was with, this is the reason why I feel like I've had witchcraft done on me, and the fact that I looked it up too. I mean, that's how I know that it's everywhere, bro. This shit is everywhere. But when I was with my first ex, it was one specific thing that he told me, and what he told me was, he said his sister is into Wicca, and I'm like, what does that mean? Because I didn't know what the fuck that was back in the day. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, a witchcraft? You witch or something? But what he tried to tell me, he's like, you don't understand. It just has to do with nature and stuff like that. See, but I didn't know that, and I guess I didn't even bother to look it up back then. You know, like I said, I was dealing with addictions from the first one to the second one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, he actually said that shit, and I'm like, does that mean witch or something? What you trying to say? Now, I looked this shit up, man, and what it's been saying is like it has to do with witchcraft and witches, and people calling actually, you know what I'm saying, taking on the role of being a witch. You know what I'm saying? No matter what gender you are. And then it says that it had actually got popular in the USA, and it's probably about 1.5 million witches in America. You know? And I'm gonna tell y'all this story one time, dog, that happened to me when I got high. Like I told y'all, man, I was on some hard drugs, man, and it got bad. See, I was doing crystal meth, man, and it got to a point to where I actually shot that shit in my arm. You know, and that shit went all through my blood, man. So this is the thing. One day that shit happened, right? And see, it was some woods. Like I was at a person I used to consider a real close friend. I was at his house, you know what I'm saying, and he stayed on the outskirts of the town, so you know it was kind of woodsy and stuff around there. But you know, it was like the woods in front of like the driveway where I was at. And when I looked over there, it was like and see, it's like a little light doing this. But see, I shot up and got high. I got blasted, man. And what had happened was, I started seeing this little light, flashlight, up in that thing, and I was so curious to know what was. I was so curious, man, to know what it was that was inside that in that bush. I don't know why. Well, I do know. I was curious as hell, but I decided to walk over there. I did. The curiosity just had to come. It was just uncontrollable after I did that and got blasted like that. And so when I went over there and looked in there, I'm gonna tell you what I saw. It was like a green face, like a woman, it looked like a damn witch, to tell you the truth. I called it a demon, but it was like a green kind of green face, and she had like yellow eyes, bro, and she had black pupils, but yellow. Her shit was yellow, and I was able to see it, and she was smiling like this, like at me, and it looked like she had some leaves coming out of her face, from what I remember. Like she had leaves like sticking out of shit, bro, and that shit scared me, bro. I was like, bro, and I backed my ass up slow and said, if I can get away from this shit, okay. I got my ass fucked back, bro, and I promise, this is exactly what I saw. So I don't know. And this shit, and so, like I say, I think that was a witch. I don't know. It had to be something that bitch. But that shit scared the shit out of me then. Like I say, I believe in this witch. I believe this witchcraft shit, man. I really do. Like people might think, oh, you tripping, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I've been having shit happen to me ever since my first ex. Shit been happening, man. And like even with my second ex, man, like I know it was some sort of roots being put on me because when we stayed with this person, I called cousin because basically his cousin and my cousin was married, so I called the person that, and which in no way, shape, or form would I ever say something as sinister as that again. I look at it as that because this person is just a backstabber too. And all a part of this gangstalking shit. But when I was staying over there with my ex, with the second ex, I always would we had an AC that was like always behind us, right? And I used to think it was the AC. For no reason, out of the blue, I just started coughing. It's like my throat gets so scratchy. And I'm always like, just coughing my ass off, like coughing the whole damn lung and then testing about my shit down there. And I used to always wonder what the fuck. And then sometimes, my ex be looking at me like with a smirk or something when I'm doing it sometimes. And I'm like, and I'm be just wondering like, and so I was always feeling like deep down, I don't know why, I just feel like he was a part of it. But see, I started to think like the dude that I was staying there with, that person I did call my cousin at one point, I believe he was doing something, I don't know, man, doing some sort of witchcraft in that room and shit, and it just always happened, man. And then I noticed when I leave from the spot over there, I don't have that problem. This even happened when I was staying with my moms and them. Like I would have this shit happen. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I did make a video about this because I woke up out of my sleep. If it's not on this channel, it's probably on my other channel. But I woke up out of my sleep, man, and I was telling y'all, and I was actually telling y'all like, damn, like somebody put roots on me or something, because you know what I'm saying, like I'm coughing all in my sleep and shit, and then the neighbors upstairs were stomping and doing all that shit, you know what I'm saying, trying to wake me up and shit like that, and they were making all type of just crazy ass noises. I'm like, man, these people just sound like some damn demons howling and shit, just out of line and shit. And I don't know, I think they were trying to, I don't know, maybe they were trying to do something to where they make me choke or something. But I woke up and I started walking, and I made a video after it happened, and even recorded the voices of upstairs and all that shit. But like I say, when I walked off and started talking and recording the video, that shit went away. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that it happens when I'm in this area, when I'm in this specific area, and then when I leave the area, it's like it leaves? Why is that? I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, it can't be. I don't think it's a coincidence, and the reason I don't think it's a coincidence is because, it happened too many times. Let me get my charger. My phone is about to die. And I really don't want to cut this video. I want this video to remain, Like I say, I really don't even like doing do-overs that much. I really want to have my shit just to be authentic and the way it is, Because I'm not perfect. And, I really don't want y'all to... I don't want to make it like I'm perfect, in my videos. I really... when I progress, you will see it. When I get much more, upgraded, you will see it. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see me in my lower form until I progress into a higher form. And I feel that's a genuine way of me doing my videos, anyways. But okay, so that's the reason why I feel that way. That's the reason why I feel like witchcraft is very real, And the fact that my first ex told me that shit, and see, I didn't take no heed to it or take no no mind or to even want to listen or to even want to look it up and find out if that's what it was. But you know, once I did look it up, I just, it just came to my head tonight. I don't know, it just came to my head. I don't know, and that just must be the Lord just dropping shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, well, you might need to talk about this because this did happen to you, and and I'm pretty sure you remember, especially since you're hearing a lot about witches and bullshit and witchcraft. When I started thinking about witchcraft, that popped up, and I was like, what is Wicca? Not only that, I seen it on somebody's video the other day, and they said something about Wicca. And I'm like, hold up. I remember that word. I remember somebody saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and so today I guess it just popped up in my head. And so I'm like, let me just read a little bit about what's going on with this Wicca. And it's spelled, see, and it's two Wiccas. It's a Wicca with the wood you sew together. It's like a wood that you like cross and sew together, like with some little wood. That's a Wicca. But there's another Wicca too. See, one is spelled W-I-C-K-A, and the other one is spelled W-I-C-C-A. And the one I'm talking about is W-I-C-C-A, Wicca. And so it's about it, and it has to do with witchcraft and all that shit, and being a witch and all that shit. So people probably don't believe in that shit, but the shit I done been through, I gotta believe in it. When I've been through some shit, the shit that I done seen, with my eyes. Yeah, I was high, and yeah, you can say I was tripping. But you know what? They was saying I was tripping about this gangstalking shit when I was high. Remember, they made me think I was crazy. They gaslighted the shit out of me and made me think I was just tripping. The drug was just affecting me different than it was affecting them. They made me think that, the drug just has a different reaction with you. You just can't, the drug is too much for you. You can't handle it. You know what I'm saying? When all the gang stalking with shit was going on, that's the shit they were saying. So, if that's really real, what makes me think, why shouldn't I believe that witch I seen in them damn bushes wasn't real? I'm just saying, that shit looked good. That was some spooky shit, man. I don't think nobody even want to see that, but I saw it with my eyes, and it was a clear vision of what that looked like. And I don't want to see it no more. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, I'm starting to believe in some shit now, man. It's some shit that when I put shit together and think about it, my experiences really do, put puzzles and shit together. Like, the puzzles to certain pieces are starting to come together when I think about my experiences and shit I'm starting to learn and hear about nowadays. People might not believe in these things, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a lot of shit going on in this world that a lot of people don't believe already. You know what I'm saying? As far as this gang stalking shit, people didn't want to believe that. People don't want to believe that. And some people just already know, and they're not going to say they believe in it anyways, and they're going to make you look crazy. But there are people that don't know about this shit. There are also people that don't know about this shit. And they're not going to want to believe it because they don't think that the world can be so demonic. They don't think the world can be so, just out of their minds. They don't think the world could be so obsessed with doing shit like this to people. And they don't think the world can even be capable or would want to be capable. They don't think people would want to be capable of involving themselves in something like this, but they are very capable. And us as people who have been targeted and had to deal with gang stalking, we know that it's very capable. I know we know that. You know that. I know that. So why can nothing else be capable? Why can nothing else be, something that is possible? Y'all talk about this V2K and all this shit. Yeah, people don't think that's possible, but why wouldn't it be possible? But all that shit is like a new form of witchcraft. All that shit, man. All that shit is like a new form of, if you think about it, just a modern time witchcraft and modern time sorcery type shit, man. For people to be reading your mind, for people to be sending voices to your head. all that shit, man. If you think about it, if you look at it in that light, actually in that dark, because it's really dark type shit. I mean, it could be used for light though, but people are using it for dark right now. Sad to say. That's just the world we in right now. That's the time and seasons that we're going through right now. But you know, I think these seasons are about to be broke pretty soon. God is putting some foot stomps down. You see a lot of people I don't know if this is happening to y'all, but it's a lot of people that well, it's people that a lot of people that know that probably went against them that are passing away and stuff like that, and people getting sick and all type of shit, bro. And I just don't think that shit is for no reason, man. You know, I don't even want to talk about certain people's death, but I know certain people turned their back on me and stuff like that, and decided to go along with this bullshit. And get what? Some shit didn't happen to them. And the only thing I can say, and the only thing I can picture is just God is laying his wrath down on people for going along with this shit. Because this shit is not right, you know? This shit ain't cool. This shit is not of God, man. And I don't know how people don't understand that this shit is not of God. Especially if you're doing something that can cause someone to commit suicide, you know. I don't want nobody death on my hands, so I don't even want to play a part in some shit that's gotta cause somebody to die, you know. Because that's exactly what this shit can do. And it can put you in a mental hospital. Why would you want to put somebody in a mental hospital? It can make somebody go on the deep end and start killing people. Like, you know, these shootings and all these type of things, man. You know when they said like that white dude shot up this black church and all that shit. I mean, look, they control the media, bro. I don't know. I don't know what that man's real purpose was, but I know one thing. Every race is involved in this shit. So him shooting up that black church, I don't know. You know, because, you know, I've seen it, you know, I know in the church there are people doing this shit that's in the church. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then people shooting up the malls. Why would somebody just out of the blue do that shit? I mean, when you think about it, when I first started experiencing this shit, I was mad. I was like, I was getting pissed off. Like, it broke me down at first, but then after a while I started getting mad and feeling like, damn, what if I shoot up all you motherfuckers? And then I started thinking to myself too, I'm like, what if the motherfuckers that did these massive shootings in these certain places, what if they was going through this shit and they just said, fuck it all, you know what, I'm finna take you motherfuckers out since y'all won't leave me alone? What if they did that shit? I mean, is it not possible for that shit to happen? Have y'all ever had a point of time to where, you know, you felt like, damn, man, I'd killed all these, I'd do something to these motherfuckers because all these motherfuckers won't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever felt like that? 'Cause I ain't gonna lie, I kind of felt like that at a certain point, but I knew I wasn't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I know that was the Lord stopping me. He's like, no, you. But I don't think I had it in me. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking shit in my head though. But I started to think after I did that, like, damn, what if this is what those people that were doing the mass shooting was going through? What if they was just feeling all this and felt like all these people need to go because they fucking with you? It's possible. We know it's possible. We know it's possible that these people were fucking with him because they fucking with us, right? So, you know, when you think about it, those people that probably died, it was probably their karma. They were fucking with that man. But I don't really know, but I'm just saying. Could it be that far-fetched? Or is it very possible? Because I believe it's very possible. But anyways, I'm just saying. This witchcraft shit, I think it's very real. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I do feel like it's real. And I'm just shooting this at y'all because y'all my papers. And I just want to throw whatever I feel I can throw out there to y'all. Like I say, I'm only saying this because of the experiences I had. I'm not saying I know everything, but I do know the experiences I had, and I do know certain things are starting to fit these puzzles that, you know, when it was empty spots in these little puzzle pieces, in this little puzzle little placement thing. So these empty spots is getting filled now when I'm starting to think about shit now. So I'm just shooting that at y'all because I love y'all, man. And you know y'all my papers. Get that energy. Alright, y'all be good, man. All praises to the Most High. And I'll holler at y'all soon. Alright, peace.